right, and we're back for another episode of this War of Mine. We're going to try to keep this to about a half an hour this time. The last one was an hour. And, so I'm debating if I want to go back to the same place, even though now I have a saw and I can get in there. Do I want to go back there, or do I want to go somewhere new? I'm thinking of going back. I got two places that I can bust into with saws, and I'm going to need a lockpick where I'm going. So I'm thinking let's do that. Let's make a repeat trip to the semi-detached house. Was it the semi-detached house that, no, it wasn't. It was... It was the abandoned cottage? No, it was... Or was it the school? Oh man, I gotta take notes. I don't remember where I wanted to go. Let's see, this has lots of food, but I think that's all food that belongs to the people. We can go back to the semi-detached house. The shelled cottage, I think, still has... I think it's the shelled school that, I needed the saw for, so let's take a saw. Take a crowbar just in case. Should I take a lockpick? Nah, I think I'll be alright. So now, this will be to get into the basement. Ah, that was so annoying. Couldn't get into it. Probably good stuff over there. Now, what exactly would be in there, I don't know. Just when you stop and think that you're in a school, and what are you going to... Oh, these are just long. Looks like vegetables. Screw it. We're doing it. I didn't use a saw blade for nothing. Close the door, because nobody's the wiser. Kind of bad. Yeah, I feel kind of low for taking that stuff. Your stuff, yeah, it was your stuff. What about you? If I had a crowbar, which I do. Can I break my crowbar? Amazing goodies, stuff that I need, so... Now we can just go running through the house. Run like a maniac through the people's house. We'll just head on home. Okay, so that worked. That was definitely the place that I needed the saw for. And I got some good stuff out of that. Especially now, I think I'm probably really going to need these vegetables because I think everyone's going to be very hungry, except maybe one person. I'm probably going to have like 3 people that are listed as very hungry. So she's just hungry and tired. So she can just go to bed. Oh, yeah. Very hungry and sad. Oh, because I stole. Now, hold on a second. Let me just say this before I even read this bio. Casper was the one complaining about how we were helping our neighbors instead of focusing on ourselves. And so was Christoph. Zuzana and Maya were the only ones who were cool with helping other people. So why aren't they upset? So what is she saying? What matters is that we have supplies. How we got them is of less concern. Oh yeah, because she's the one who... And Zuzana, I had to steal. We need supplies, and it's so hard to get them otherwise. See, they get it. They understand. Maya, very hungry. I don't know what it is about her, but something, just by the way she looks like she's always hungry. Like her picture just looks like someone who's just starving all the time. So, alright, so what do you have to say, Christoph? Anything? See, the last thing he had to say was, helping our neighbor necessary? I don't think so. See, he was being a dick. And Casper, we can cry over stealing once we survive this hell. Okay. So he's not complaining. He's not complaining, but he's sad. He's an enigma. Go ahead on, go upstairs, answer the door. Stealing to survive. Yeah, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. Go ahead and eat that. Go ahead and eat. You answer the door. Please, listen to me. Hello, it's us again. The military intensified shelling of our area, and we decided we need to reinforce our improvised shelter in the cellar. We've got the necessary materials, but we could use an extra pair of hands. Maybe you could help us? Yes. Now, Casper's gonna bitch. They could have reinforced the shelter without our help. It really isn't our problem. You're an asshole. You know that? You're an asshole, Casper. And I'll bet you Christoph is bitching and moaning too. Helping those people is an unnecessary risk. We need every pair of hands. Yeah, well, you know what? The last time we helped people, we got guns and ammo and stuff out of it, you dick. Zana, I'm glad we could repay our neighbors for their kindness. Right. See? She gets it. She understands. I like the women in my house here much more than the men. The men are assholes. But what happened? Notice that the sadness is all gone. Everybody feels all right now. Right? Don't have a problem with it anymore. Ah, so you even caught food. That's good. And hopefully we now have enough that we can upgrade our heater. Let's go do that. Let's go upgrade our heater. It's now day 37, and I'm sure we're getting awfully close to winter. Although I think the radio would give us a better idea of that. Anything new? Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Classical music. And everything's warm. Okie dokie. And we can upgrade it. This will wipe us out of components, but again, kind of going along the lines of what I was saying on the last broadcast, is that good lord, how old am I? But the last stream, the last video, I was making the point that I definitely want to get this place ready for winter before winter hits. So that's excellent. So now the next step, we have that heater. Let's go see what it'll take to make another regular one. We just need 11 more components. We could build a simple heater, which we may need. I don't know yet. But I'm considering making one just to play it safe. But we don't need one right now, so. But what we do need is we need water. We need to continuously get water. Make another one. Alright, this will do it for our components. Get our water collectors going. I don't remember if I've mentioned this before or not, but I keep thinking it in my head how much I really like the art style of this game. I'm sure that's something other people have also commented on, but I really like it. I feel like I'm playing a black and white comic book that's been animated, because of how much of it just looks like pen and ink artwork with minimal amount of color. I mean, really the only color that you see is, for the most part, just like the flesh tone. I mean, besides like the orange highlights of words and stuff like that, but like, you know, some flesh tones, and that's about it. Alright, so there's only 3 of us. I'm gonna send Casper out since he's been complaining and whatnot, and I'll have the other 2 stand guard. Alright. Now, we don't have to go back to the shelled school, even though it still has huge amounts of materials. We can go back there. That's fine. Still plenty that we can do there. Don't really need to do that decrepit squat. Inhabited by the homeless since long before the war, they've always been struggling with the lack of food and might not have survived the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat, and we could find some useful things there. Okay. I am going to take 1 thing of food with me, because I think that might have been the one I ran into, and there was a homeless guy and he was starving. And the last time I ended up going there, like I forgot to go right back, and he ended up starving to death. So I'd like to avoid that happening again. I'm just gonna take one there. I'll take a lockpick and a saw. Hopefully I don't need the crowbar. Alright, let's go. I mean, we'll definitely have a successful trip no matter what. Take a drink real quick. There's a ruin for the warden. Half of the city looks like this. Oh, we got some good stuff in here, my friends. Alright. I'm going to leave that stuff in here. I'm going to use this as my... Maybe what I'm going to return to and drop things off. I'm fairly certain this is where the homeless guy was. Gracious. All kinds of goodies here, huh? Alright, put this in our cupboard. Now we're just going to put all of this in. Don't see the homeless guy in here at the moment. Which leads me to believe that he may not be here right now, unless he's on the other side of the house or upstairs. But the last time he was in the basement. All of that. Definitely going to keep the food on me, because that's the whole point of keeping that on me, because I do run into the homeless guy, and I can give him a morsel to eat. If he's alive, he may not have survived, so I don't know yet. What though? This place is definitely loaded with some useful things. Okay, so block it up from the other side. I forgot this place is pretty big. The letter says, "Dearest Masha, I found shelter among the homeless. I am no longer a teacher or an artist. I am one of them now. There is not much food, so some of my friends have already left us. But do not be worried. I too will seek more appropriate refuge as soon as I finish my painting." Someone probably painted this picture recently. There are rich-looking people sitting together in a littered, ruined building. A metaphor of some sort, I believe. Newest findings in a cupboard. Getting a bad feeling that the homeless guy that I ran into in the past. I have a feeling he's gone. He'd be dead unless he's hiding upstairs. There's one. Doing well so far. We're definitely collecting some useful stuff, and also making up for the sugar that I traded away in the past. That also helps. Alright, so before I go down, let's go upstairs. There's that guy in there. Yeah, we brought the saw. Somebody's dead. Look at that. Broken shotgun. Okay, let's do what we always do. Drop off most of this stuff. Left in there. Bring that down. We'll also get downstairs. And $250. So we're running out of time. Let's see if we can. See, I can help him. It's worked out with him in our lockpick. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. You're going to show me something? I don't know if I have the time now. Oh, dude, we're running out of time, man. Alright, hold on. While you're downstairs doing your thing, I need to make sure that I'm bringing the most important stuff with me, because I'm gonna get caught out. Water can. I need water. Have a look. There's something on the barrel here. Can we do this quick? Sweet. Totally worth it. Thanks, homeless guy. I gotta run. Run! That ended up being super successful, and I am glad that I brought food to give that guy. See, Casper? See what happens when you help other people? it actually works out in your in your favor, you jerk. Meanwhile, we've been raided. And Maya got 2 more things of moonshine. So now or 1 more thing of moonshine. So we have 3 units of moonshine that we brought home in 1 night, which is all super useful. I know supplies are tight, but Casper did the right thing by sharing food with that man from the squat. That's right. See, Zuzana gets it. Kristoff has nothing to say. Kristoff is a dick. Alright, so very hungry and tired, so you go ahead. Maya was out helping people, and Zuzana recognized the fact that giving the food to the homeless was a good thing. But not Kristoff still has to keep being an asshole. Alright. She's just tired. Check the radio real quick. Still warm and pleasant. Oh, the city of Pogarin is suffering extreme shortages of even the most vital supplies. If this goes on, people will soon become scavengers, scouring the city for anything of use. Well, it's actually already been happening. But that's also just going to tell us that there's a good chance that we're going to have people knocking on our door for causing trouble. Now, what are we doing for water? We're good with water right now. And got a decent amount of tradable stuff, so we can just make a couple things of ammo real quick. I only have 1 thing of components, huh? Let's make a bullet. Alright. 1 thing of ammo. One round. Fortunately, we still had a whole bunch. So, let's see. What shall our next... like I said, we're okay right now when it comes to water. It helps that we found some while we're out. Not a ton, but I mean, any bit that we find is good. As soon as somebody wakes up, I'm going to have Maya taking a nap. Just trying to think of what we want to do next. Really not a lot. Really not a lot to do. Other than return to the same place and get what's left in there. I got plenty of weapon parts. I have a shotgun. I have a broken shotgun. Should I just make an assault rifle? I mean, I've got a gun for everybody already. Well, everybody that would be home guarding. I feel like they'd rip through the ammo even faster than they do already if they had it. I had an assault rifle. That takes 9. This takes 7. I think we're doing all right for now. Probably gonna need a saw blade again in the future. Yeah, I'll just sit down and play music. And then we're just going to move on to the night. And this will be the last thing we do on this video. Everyone's good now. So I'm going to send, since he did the last one, he may be remembered. I want everybody else to guard. I think we're good. I don't think I need anything else. Not in this place. I think we pretty much got everything opened that we needed to open. Alright. We gotta go around this way. What? Homeless guy is probably starting again. Oh, thank you once again. You're welcome once again. That's just the egg root. Yep. Don't need to do that yet. Oh. Let's close the door behind us so we don't freeze anybody out. Let's just take all this stuff. Oh, boom. We've been everywhere else in this house. Hey, no problem, buddy. I'm gonna shut the door in your face. There might not be any meds left in the bath cabinet, because I think I took all of it. Anything else in here? Okay. That's good for now. Now we'll go home. We'll find out that every last bullet that we had got spent because of a raid. Right. So I'm back. Did we get raided? No. Amazing. And now I am very hungry. Ugh, but guess what, folks? That's it for now. We'll get him cooking some vegetable and rat meat stew, and we're going to end this stream and pick up again in a moment. So until the next video, peace.